Hi, my name is Mary Masako Axelm, and it is April 1st. I'm going to be talking about the four different types of bone classifications and demonstrating an example of those bones on my buddy here, the skeleton. The first bone classification is the long bone. So this type of bone is cylinder shaped. It's longer than it is wide. The function of the bone is for leverage, and examples of that bone are humerus, the ulna and radius. Also in the legs, there is the femur and the tibia and fibula. Okay, so those are all long bones. As you can see, they are very long. Okay, it's obvious. Also, there are long bones in the phalanges and the metacarpals. So, all right. The next type of bone is the short bone, next classification. Those bones are cube-like shaped. They're almost equal in length as they are in width, and thickness as well. These bones provide stability and support while allowing for a little bit of motion. So locations, actually the only two locations on the body would be the carpals, which is like the wrist, and the tarsal, which is kind of like the ankle part of the foot. Those are two places that you would find that type of bone classification. The third bone classification is the flat bone. It's usually thin and curved. Muscles can be attached to these types of bones. They protect internal organs. So I'm showing you here that the ribs are an example of that type of bone. The cranial bones are an example of the flat bones here in the head, and they protect your brain. So that's a internal organ that would protect. The sternum, as well as the ribs, protect internal organs that are inside behind those bones. So these are flat bones and examples of flat bones. The fourth one is irregular bones, which are very complex in shape, and those protect internal organs as well. But those are like the vertebrae, because the vertebrae are very irregular. As you can see, they're not long. These particular ones are kind of smaller, I guess, but they're just irregular in shape. So the vertebrae is one example. And then some of the facial bones. You can see that some of these bones, if you can see on the inside, some of these bones are very irregular. So there's also the sesamoid bones. I don't know if you wanted us to talk about that one, but that's a fifth bone classification. And they're small and round and embedded in tendons. Those protect the tendons from compression forces, and example is the patellae. So those are pretty much the different types of bone classifications and the examples that that you asked for. So thank you very much.